Okay, well, greetings one and all, and welcome to Tom's Hit Parade Live. Yet another completely unannounced stream with no promotion whatsoever, because it's me you're dealing with. So, surprise, I'm live. But anyway, yes, it's just probably going to be a quick video tonight. This is going to be my bargain bag for February of 2022. Bargain bag is my monthly hunt for buried audio treasures in the form of one mystery CD grab bag. See, I caught myself. It used to be two. One mystery CD grab bag with 8 CDs in it that is produced by way of Epic Seconds, which is a CD DVD game store in downtown Eugene. They did not make up the bags. I made the bags up myself, but I bought a ridiculous amount of CDs, a quarter a piece. They were for sale from the dollar wall. They were on sale for $4 but I bought a huge amount of them, bagged them all up at once, so I cannot remember for the life of me what's in each of the bags. So it's going to be a surprise all over again when I open them. But anyway, yes, before I go into a dive into the new bag, I talk about what was in the old bag. So let's go and take a look at these in rough order from cast-offs to keepers. And I'm going to try and go a little bit slowly today just because it's probably going to be a short video, and if I run through them too quickly, because only 8 CDs as opposed to what used to be 14 CDs every month. Used to be 7 discs in a bag, and I do 2 bags, but just one lonesome little bag a month now. So it cuts down on the listening that I have to do, which even if you love music, having to listen to a lot of music in a certain amount of time can be tedious and, not fun in a way. I mean, so that's one reason why I cut down the bargain bag, is so that music stays fun for me to listen to. So anyway, on to the breakdown of last month's bargain bag. First of all, we have an R&B singer named Coco with her album Hot Cocoa. Clever title. This is your basic run-of-the-mill female R&B. Not really anything unique about it. Good voice. She's got a good voice and decent songs, but I just did not find anything that really turned me on about it to want to keep. I'm keeping 3, possibly 4 of the CDs, so which I kind of thought was maybe going to happen, was I'm going to be keeping a higher percentage of the CDs from each bag going forward. So if I'm keeping half of the CDs, that's a pretty good percentage, right? Anyway, on to the next one. We have Aaron Tippin, a country artist that I am familiar with in name only. I had never listened to an Aaron Tippin CD before. Not bad, but it's, at the same time, nothing that really distinguishes him, makes him stand out from any of the other 90s country. 1995 was when this album was put out. It is, I looked up on Wikipedia, this is his 3rd album, something like that. Some pretty good songs on here. 10-Pound Hammer is the opening track here. And kind of a bittersweet ballad, That's As Close As I'll Get to Loving You. That was not a bad one. And You Gotta Start Somewhere. And How's the Radio Know? That was one that I liked, of course, knowing me and my penchant for songs about music or songs about the radio or records or that kind of thing. So, not bad, just, as I said, not something I'm going to keep. This next one is an artist that I had never heard of before. It is Joey Alexander, and it is My Favorite Things. This is jazz piano, and it's very, very good. And I believe, if pictures are to be believed, that is apparently Joey Alexander. So I guess he is a very young piano prodigy. And when I say prodigy, I mean his piano playing is going to blow you out of the water. Something I didn't do before I set up for this video. I did not look online to find out information about him, but he looks like he's, 12 years old or something? But yeah, good stuff, I gotta say. Not sure I'm going to keep it. It's got a lot of Great American Songbook standards are in here. Around Midnight, the jazz standard by Thelonious Monk. Rodgers and Hammerstein's It Might As Well Be Spring, so it's got some show tunes in here as well. My Favorite Things, another Rodgers and Hammerstein song. It's become a bit of a Christmas standard now. And yeah, this is actually a small jazz combo. Joey is on piano, Larry Grenadier and Russell Hall take turns on bass. Ulysses Owens Jr. and Sammy Miller trade off on drums. And we have Alfonso Horn on trumpet. Alfonso Horn, get it? Horn. And and apparently at least one original tune that Joey Alexander wrote himself called Ma Blues. So, but yeah, not bad. I think I'll listen to this one more time. The songs have a lot of improv around the basic melody. So, and I've mentioned before, I'm not huge on the improv-y kind of jazz. So I'm going to listen to it once more just because for his age, he kind of blows you away with his piano playing. So, yeah. This next one is one that I have this guy's greatest hits album, and this is actually his first U.S. release. It's kind of called an album, but it actually is a compilation of hits from his first two UK albums. This is Robbie Williams with The Ego Has Landed, one of my favorite album titles of all time. The Ego Has Landed. And yes, it's got Millennium, which was perhaps his biggest hit, certainly his biggest hit in the States. And No Regrets. Angels, that's another really popular song of his. Let Me Entertain You is another one of his hits from the UK. But yes, I actually have a 3-disc greatest hits compilation of his, which I can't... Oh, In and Out of Consciousness is the name of that one. And so I've got probably most, if not all, the songs off of this one. So, but yeah, good stuff nonetheless. But yeah, just the fact that it's redundant almost entirely with a CD that I already have is the reason I'm not keeping this one. So, and then we have a compilation called Movie Love, songs from film soundtracks, love songs from movie soundtracks. You've got I've Had the Time of My Life from Dirty Dancing, Take My Breath Away from Top Gun, and what was the other one? Unchained Melody from Ghost. That's kind of like the trifecta of all-time greatest hits songs from love songs from movies, basically. But it also has A Whole New World from Aladdin, as well as Can You Feel the Love Tonight from The Lion King. So it's a pretty good selection. I Don't Want to Fight by Tina Turner from her biopic What's Love Got to Do with It. So I may keep this one. It's got Gangsta's Paradise from Dangerous Minds. So, although I do have that on another compilation CD. So, yeah, we'll see. Colors of the Wind from Pocahontas. So it's got its share of Disney or animated film songs as well. So, yeah, may keep that one. Probably won't, but who knows. And then we have KT Oslin with her album 80s Ladies. I actually kind of like this one. We're definitely getting into the keepers now. We've got, this is the first of 3 definite keepers. And yes, the title song is pretty good because it does make a reference, of course, in the lyrics to the 80s, which is the decade I grew up in. And it's got Lonely But Only for You. That's a really, really good ballad. That's one of the better songs on here. And so, yeah, I have never checked out KT Oslin before. And this was my first full album experience with KT Oslin, and it was a good one. So, very much country, but just enough of something different in there that is endearing and likable. Now, this next one, actually, I'm going to take a quick drink of water first. This next one is something I had never heard of, never seen it when I saw it in the dollar racks, or as they were at the time, the quarter racks. It's a 2-disc live collection from Taha, Khalid, and Fodel, I guess, and I'm probably butchering the pronunciations of some, if not all, of those names. But yes, this album was made in France, and the talking, when they say thank you, they say merci beaucoup. So obviously it was a concert that was done in France or a French-speaking country, but a lot of Indian or Middle Eastern rhythms on here, but there's an equal share of songs with more Western melodies, European, Northwestern European or American rhythms in here. So yes, a very, very good song. Most of the lyrics are in Indian or other foreign languages, but yes, and I've may have mentioned it before on my channel. I don't know if I have or not, but I do like, when I'm in the mood for them, I like world music, non-English language, pop pop that is characteristic of other countries like India and whatnot. So yes, I found this to be very, very entertaining. Both the two discs were over before I knew it. I was just having so much fun listening to it, and yeah, I might actually check out to see if there are any other albums by them as a group or individual. But yes, 1, 2, 3, un, deux, trois soleil, 1, 2, 3 suns. It's basically what the title is, but very, very entertaining. That is like my runner-up for this batch of bargain bag CDs. And the winner chicken dinner, is Duncan Shake with his self-titled debut album. Now, this is one that I had checked out years and years ago, and at the time just did not think much of it and got rid of it. But we add this one to the list of artists or albums that I've come back to years later, and for some reason they clicked. But yes, Duncan Shake has very much clicked with this listen. I really enjoyed it. Barely Breathing is his big hit, is on this album. And Serena is, in my opinion, the other standout track on here. Is very, very good. It's kind of a ballad, but it's got some rock instrumentation on it. But yes, a great pop rock singer-songwriter is basically, if you're going to describe him vaguely, kind of doesn't do him justice, because that's a bit of a, a generic or uninteresting description of him. But yes, he is very much worth a listen if you haven't listened to him yet. And yes, I like this one so much that I am very, very strongly considering picking up subsequent CDs of his. So yeah, very good stuff. Duncan Shake, his self-titled debut album, it is very much worth picking up and listening to. So yeah, that is the rundown of last month's bargain bag. So I lasted 12 minutes on the breakdown, so it's a decent thing. As I think I mentioned at the beginning of this video, this is probably going to be a rather short video. It might even be over within 20 minutes. We'll see. But yeah, I have had trouble regaining my enthusiasm for YouTubing. I'm not sure. I was hoping it would be back by now. It's already a month and a half into the new year, so I would have thought that I'd kind of gotten my second wind after list season, but hasn't happened yet. But yeah, I'm hoping it'll come back very soon. So that's why you got no video from me last weekend. I just was not feeling a video last weekend. So, and this is all I'm feeling for a video this week. So, but hey, if you're not, as I've said before, if you're not in the mood to YouTube, your video is going to turn out like poop. Basically is what it is. But anyway, oh, I forgot to show you. I was actually cutting the bag open. Just so you know, I'm getting into this bag for the first time. And actually, I think I'm going to trim off the fat, as it were, from the... There we go. Okay, now, without looking at the discs, let's see if I can tell. Well, actually, I can't do the peekaboo because they're on their sides now, so I can't see what they are, but I'm trying to orient the CDs so that I can show them to you like this. There we go. Didn't work. Here we have Brian Hughes with an album, Shaken Not Stirred. Yes, this is a guy that I have never heard of before. It just looked kind of interesting when I saw it on the shelf. It looks like 60s inflected, a 60s cool jazz vibe is what the blurb on the back says. So why not try it out? And then we have Serendipity, a film soundtrack. And yes, the previous owner kindly put the spine label on the back cover. But yeah, we have David Gray, Annie Lennox, Evan and Jaron, Heather Nova, Sean Colvin, Nick Drake, Louis Armstrong. So a pretty good lineup of artists. It's a movie I have never seen, so I don't know what the movie's about, but the soundtrack looked kind of interesting. Oh. And the third CD in the bundle is Fatboy Slim. This album, Halfway Between the Gutter and the Stars. I have a Fatboy Slim Greatest Hits collection, so I thought when I saw this individual album on the shelves, I thought go ahead and pick it up. And does this have any of his big hits up there? I don't think so. Was Star 69 one of his big hits? I'm not sure. So, but that's one of the things that you get doing the studio albums that you don't get with the greatest hits discs, is you find out if there are any gems missing, if there are any gems on the album cuts, the deep cuts on the album. So. Then we have Aral, A-R-A-L. Oh, this is on the Higher Octave label, which is a new age label that I am vaguely familiar with. Kind of as I mentioned, I'm kind of getting a regained interest in the new age phase that I went through back in the early 90s. So I figured, what the heck, if nothing else, it'll be some good ambient listening, background listening for when I'm not in the mood to concentrate on lyrics. So there we have 4 CDs. I'm halfway through the bag. Let's see what else we have in here. We have Michael Peterson. This is a country artist, presumably because of his headwear. Not familiar with this guy. It was put out on Reprise Records. I don't see the copyright date. It's probably hidden behind the price sticker there. But yeah, why not give another country artist to try? Travis Tritt appears on one of the songs. There you have it. The next CD in the bunch is Clive Gregson and Christine Collister, A Change in the Weather. This one, this is on the Rhino label. Maybe that's why it piqued my interest. I have no idea what kind of music this is. So this will be one that is, it may indeed be a new discovery for me. Yes, I mentioned that the CDs in this year's bargain bags, this year's and next year's, are overall going to be more popular or more well-known artists than they were in the previous bargain bags. But every once in a while, you get one that you never heard of. Next to last CD is Michael Bolton. This Is the Time, the Christmas album. Actually, this one, I will probably keep this one aside like I used to do with the Christmas albums in previous bargain bags. I will put this on hold until December or after Thanksgiving when I listen to Christmas music. So maybe I'll do that. I've got so few CDs in these bargain bags, maybe I'll just go ahead and listen to it now. And then we have Pebbles. Not the Flintstones' daughter. I think this is a different Pebbles. With her greatest hits. I have never heard of Pebbles. But yeah, it's a greatest hits and it's by Pebbles. I don't know what else to say about it. It's apparently pop. And so, yeah. Well, there you go. That is the new arrival CDs for my February/March bargain bag. The March breakdown of bargain bag. An interesting assortment, as always. Oh, actually, what I think I'm going to do as a little extra here to stretch out the video a bit is I bought this long ago. Oh, goody, I got another spam message in the comments. Found this at a craft warehouse store. It was last year, or maybe even the year before sometime. I just have never opened it up and taken a look at it. It is a teeny tiny turntable. And supposedly it has it says here 3 LPs. I don't know how much music, how long playing a record this size could be, but apparently it has LPs with real music on them. So, but I have never opened this up and set it up here. So if you will indulge me with probably several moments of awkward silence, I'm going to open this up and take a look at it. So, now that I have extricated it from the box, I'm hoping this doesn't need batteries. Oh, it looks like it's got a built-in battery, probably with a little plastic pull tab so that the battery doesn't sit in there and wear out until you actually remove the tab. And of course the plastic wrapper it must be child-proof. That's why I can't get into it. Anyway, here is the teeny tiny turntable. It actually bears a striking resemblance to my realistic turntable over there. Oops. There you go. How about that, huh? And I think I'm going to even play one of these. I'm going to play one of these things live right here on my live stream. First of all, let's pop the tab to engage the battery. Let's see here. What shall we play first? I'll just play one of them because there are no labels on the records. And it's probably not a big concern if I put my fingers on the playing surface. I'm just guessing, but okay. I'm going to hold it steady, hopefully. And I have no idea how to operate it. This may not go very well. Let's hear. Crap. The interesting perils of live streaming. So, yeah, maybe I should read the directions. It's probably a good thing, huh? Okay. Product information, but it does not have instructions. Here we go. This is just a little essay on this is actually an interesting little booklet here. It actually talks about, has information about hit records from the past and the story of vinyl records, a very brief history of vinyl records, obviously. Oh, simply raise the hinge lid, place a record down on the platter, spin, and the music will play. Okay, let's give that a try. Oh, I was wondering when it was going to shut off. So, okay, that was fun. I'll admit. Now, does it play something different, or no? It plays the same thing. Put that over as background music. Hopefully, you can hear me over the background music until it stops. Yes, hopefully, you can hear me cough over the background music. Well, that was fun. That was interesting. Oh, and I forgot to tell you. Are you done? Thank you. Sorry. I didn't plan that seriously. I forgot to show you, not only does it have little sleeves for each of the records, but it also has little labels that you can put on the records. So, yeah, the labels can go right here on the middle of the record. So, very, very cute, I thought. So yeah, that was well worth the money. It was $12.95, but to me it was well worth the money. I have my own teeny tiny turntable. I'm happy. Okay, that was worth the extra 5 minutes or so to fool around and mess with that. So anyway, I would ask if anybody had any questions, but obviously with me and my terrible, well, non-existent self-promotion, as is usually the case, I don't currently have any viewers, but you guys will watch this at your leisure when it replays or when you go to play it on demand, so to speak. But yeah, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I'd love comments. I don't get nearly enough of them. But anyway, I guess that'll do it. I have a little bit of a mess to clean up from my teeny tiny turntable. But yes, that'll do it for this video for Bargain Bag for the month of February 2022. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, hit that like button and share it with your friends. And give me your thoughts, questions, suggestions, or constructive criticisms, hand gestures, in the comment section below. Also, scroll down to the description for the links to my Twitter and Instagram feeds and links to my favorite fellow YouTubers who are all worth checking out. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and browse my past videos. And be sure to ring that notifications bell so you'll be the first to know each time I drop a new video or go live. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. And remember, life's too short to be a music snob. See ya.